Palace shock. Leonor and Christian's first royal fight. The palace was calm. The cameras weren't rolling. And then, everything exploded. Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor and Prince Christian had their first fight. Not a rumor. Not a whisper. A real, emotional confrontation that shook even the closest royal aides. Royal life often looks perfect from the outside. Gowns, crowns, smiles for the cameras. But inside the palace walls, emotions run just as deep, sometimes deeper. For Leonor de Bourbon and Christian of Denmark, their first months together were filled with love, anticipation, and of course, challenges. Being young royals in the spotlight isn't easy. Pressure from family, media scrutiny, cultural differences, and personal expectations. And it all came to a head in one unexpected evening that would leave everyone talking, quietly, behind closed doors. 1. Building tension. The couple had always been seen as perfectly in sync. Public appearances, smiles, hand-holding, gestures of affection. Private moments, small acts of care and gentle humor. But not every moment is captured on camera. And even the strongest bonds can face cracks when life isn't scripted. It started with small disagreements. Cultural habits clashing, misunderstandings about royal protocol, minor stress from upcoming official duties. Christian, raised in Denmark, has a different rhythm. Leonor, the future Queen of Spain, carries a Spanish heart with her traditions and expectations. Later in this video, you'll see how a seemingly small misunderstanding escalated into a moment that stunned the palace staff. 2. The first confrontation. The argument began in private quarters. No cameras, no press, just Leonor and Christian. A miscommunication over an upcoming joint appearance sparked a debate. Leonor felt overwhelmed by the ceremonial demands. Christian was frustrated with a scheduling conflict. Voices raised, though never loudly enough to echo through the palace halls. A staff member later described it as tense, almost electric. It wasn't just about the immediate disagreement. It was a collision of expectations, upbringing, and personal pride. And the palace had to act carefully. Even a whisper of this conflict could be amplified in the press. Later, you'll discover how even Queen Letizia and King Felipe noticed the subtle shift in Leonor's demeanor that day. 3. Family dynamics. Royal disagreements aren't like ordinary couple squabbles. There are families, protocol, and public perception intertwined. For Leonor, her parents, King Felipe and Queen Letizia, have always guided her with care. Their influence is subtle, often behind closed doors. For Christian, Danish royalty emphasizes discretion, patience, and unity. Missteps are handled quietly, but expectations are high. The clash between Spanish spontaneity and Danish precision became apparent. What seemed minor to an outsider carried emotional weight for the couple. And this is where the true depth of their bond was tested. Later, you'll see how a single heartfelt conversation began to turn the tide. 4. After the confrontation, the palace staff watched closely. Leonor withdrew briefly, a natural response for someone who values reflection. Christian, equally upset, retreated to strategize and calm his own emotions. Yet, even in disagreement, respect remained. They were two young royals learning the hardest lessons in love, compromise, patience, and empathy under the scrutiny of the world. Media didn't see this, but the staff did, and the tension subtly reshaped how the couple navigated future public engagements. Later in this video, you'll witness how this fight became a turning point, strengthening their bond rather than weakening it. 5. Turning point and reconciliation. The evening ended not in anger, but in understanding. Leonor and Christian spoke privately. They acknowledged cultural differences, personal frustrations, and their shared responsibilities. It wasn't dramatic or theatrical. It was real. Two young hearts learning to balance love and duty under immense pressure. This moment of reconciliation set a precedent. They would approach disagreements with honesty. They would prioritize communication over pride. They would protect their relationship from the outside world while learning together. 6. Lessons for the future. This first fight, though shocking, revealed a crucial truth. Royal life is not flawless. Love, family, duty, all collide in unexpected ways. Leonor and Christian emerged stronger, wiser, and more connected. The world saw only the smiles at public events afterward. But behind closed doors, they built the foundation for a relationship that could withstand public scrutiny, cultural challenges, and the weight of crowns. And for viewers, it's a reminder, even fairy tale royals face very human moments.